You should wear a fur coat this year. Are fur coats going to come back in 2025? I think they will, and I think they should. Am I out of my mind? Tell me in the comments. Clothing has been made out of pelts and hides and buckskin and fur and leather for a really long time. In the 80s in the United States, these natural fibers fell out of fashion and it became really unstylish to sport furs as a result of sort of a morality movement that has an interesting history, and there's a lot of stuff there. Unfortunately, the result of this movement did irreparable damage to the environment. Now people wear synthetic plastic versions of these furs and leathers, which will never, ever decompose. They will be on this earth forever. Your plastic coat will outlive all of us, and then it will remain. A fur coat made of natural materials at the end of its use will eventually decompose. Plastic fluff does not do that. It does not break down into soil eventually. It cannot be consumed by any animal without being poisoned. It does not create a habitat or fuel for insects. It is just trash. Natural fibers don't behave that way. That's not to say your plastic coat is indestructible. It will break and pull apart and rip at the seams, and you will have to replace it over and over and over. If you're an adult, one good fur and leather coat will last you many, many, many years. Here's where I draw the line. A lot of people have a distaste for fur and leather because it brings to mind poaching. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not a big fan of fur animals. See how that's confusing. I'm talking about mink or skunk or possum or fox, animals that are dispatched for their coat. Not a fan of that personally. I'm talking about goats and sheep and pigs and cows and things that are already being dispatched for food, becoming twice the amount of waste product that they need be. If you think about leather, the animal you associate with it likely is a cow. Millions and millions of cows are processed each year in America as food. That's how it is. That's probably how it's gonna be. Those millions of cows can produce millions of tons of waste, or a large portion of that byproduct can be used, made into clothing and fixtures and furniture in such a way that does not mass produce great amounts of plastic to be distributed throughout the world. We don't have to make things out of plastic. The materials already exist and are being wasted, underutilized. The holidays are coming up. You say you want to shop small. You say you want to support local businesses. Get a fur coat. Support your local hunter, buy the pelts from them, make the coat yourself, support your local seamstress. Small-time butchers often have to discard unused pelts because there's simply too many to be feasible. Reach out to a local butcher. See if you can purchase at an accessible price a hide to work with. Learn, get started. Is that a skill you want to learn? Tanning hides, creating leather, crafting buckskin are really accessible skills. Hunting season is about to start. Temperatures are dropping. When I get my first pelt this year, I'll take you along on the process. It's still pretty hot here, honestly. Am I totally wrong? Tell me in the comments. Be kind. Change your mind. I'm listening.